Yo, top dudes.
Hey, what's up, Paul?
Think I figured it out, Andre.
Figured what out?
A way to go back.
Back where?
It's not where. It's when. It's all right here. I mean, we just have to figure out when. When is it, you know? Let me ask you this, Andre. What is League to you? Is it season 1? Is it season 4? Could it have been season 2 when we started having with jungle pathing? Could it be when we had Heart of Gold? It was a shell. Why was it named Heart of Gold? It could be anything that we want.
I mean, I get it, Paul, but I really do think...
2 Shens in the game? Is it OG
What the
beta?
hell
Or
is
it's
2
40
Shens in
champions?
the
Look at
game?
Lux. Look at the way she used to look. It could be...
What the hell is 2 Shens in the
these
game?
things, Andre.
I mean... would kind of like to play Old Graves again.
Pretty good. What if we went back to that?
Oh shit, old
Could
graves.
be any of those times. Be a lot of fun.
What would you call this thing if we did it, though?
Clash Fates.
No, we're done with that.
All right, okay. Old League.
What was he saying? It's gonna
Could
go.
be any of those times. Be a lot of fun.
What would you call this thing if we did it, though?
Clash Fates.
No, we're done with
The
that.
hell is Clash of Fates?
Old League.
Who's that even for?
You're...
Even fuck.
Okay, that was a little weird. Okay, I think I got it. League. Classic.
That's good, that's cool. That was a cool little trailer. That was cool. That was cool. Man, fuck it. I'll be honest, I kind of do just want to finish reading my this little guide. Hold on now. I think while we read this, follow a little music. I'm gonna put on a little bit of music. Right, yes. I like this song. Hold up. Yeah, like from this weapon. Now we're going straight to the read through. I think this is the one. Yes, it is. And then after this, we'll look up some of these ADC mechanics. I think we were in this section right here. The second one is great because we can all take their jungle off the map, saving you up. If you're not a duelist and you need to farm a side lane, consider using Blue Trinket. Okay, we're at the spot. Now, late game is all about vision battle. I think we read this part too. Yeah, we did read that part. We read this sieging. This is where we were. We were at the sieging part. Yeah, this is the one where we were. We were at the sieging part here. Perfect. At some point, you'll have to force minions into the enemy base. Since this is so close to their base, they get a significant advantage in allied reinforcements. If they have no range, if they have no long range wave clear, you can usually push a minion into the turret, and it might last for a slight few seconds. Even the slightest bit of damage to the turrets here matter. Oh, really? As they will add up over time, okay. If you're an ADC with rapid fire cannon, try to abuse the range to get the auto you need. If you're a frontliner, step up, scare the enemy back a little so the backline can auto the turret safely. If you're a support, make sure to ward your flanks so that you cannot get surrounded or surprised by an assassin. If you're not a support, ask your support to ward for you. They'll usually be more happy to help if you tell them you'll shadow them. I guess that means you'll be like behind them. You might also want to split up into 4-1, 1-3-1, or 3-2 formation in order to force the enemy to make a decision. Do they send all 5 versus the 4 and let one siege for free? Do they match in formation and potentially have your strongest duelist and split it in 1v1? Do they leave one range clear to handle 4, then send 4 somewhere else? You must decide what works best for your comp and try to time the sieges simultaneously. I often see people split pushing here with the Baron, but the fourth man of the 4-1. What? How do you read this sentence? Dude's writing some magical sentences here. Oh, it's such a long sentence too. But the 4-man of 4-1 siege gets to the turret before the splitter. Yeah, it didn't make much sense. Leaving a 4v5 fight while the splitter still has gotten in position to take the turret yet. Still hasn't gotten position to take the turret yet. Once the 5th man, oh my god, the struggling, the English, it's a combination between me struggling to read and what they've struggled to written. And they've struggled to write something here. Okay, let's try that sentence one more time. Let's try it. Leaving a 4 versus 5 fight while the splitter still hasn't gotten in position to take the turret yet. Oh, he didn't put to take turret yet. Okay, once the 5-man wins the 4v5, they are free to back and stop the splitter. The best scenario here would be for the 4-man to simply wait until the splitter can get into position. Baron buff lasts 3 minutes, so don't be afraid to take things slow. Perhaps wait till the enemies realize the splitter and sends too many people to respond. You can also ward the rotations here and catch people completely out in their jungle. Oh shit, we're almost done. Generic objective priority. Since I do know this will get called out in comments, this is the generic priority. Heavy engaged comps can force a fight and use Baron Elder to their advantage. Aldo can also be taken in order to get an easy Baron fight, but Baron does not make for a much easier Elder fight, right? This priority is always subject to the game state. Nexus towers, no, it's Nexus inhibitors towers, Baron, Elder. What? So he values, that's surprising, he values towers over Baron. I'm so surprised. Trading a tower for Baron, this is incorrect, right? There's no way you can tell me that it's worth it to get one tower if the enemy gets the Baron. But I guess it's good to know the priority anyway for when we can't contest Baron, we just need to hit the other side of the map as hard as possible. Okay, so we're done. Hooray. 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 Managed to finish the guide. That's awesome. Let's see. Myth busting diminishing returns. What's this about? Somewhere cool. One with vision in the first 2 minutes. Okay, so here we have a 6-year-old guide about control wards. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Notable invisibility champs. Okay. These are all evolved, they weren't picked up. Okay. Oh yeah, you put a added this to the guide, that's good. Okay. With butting X estimation returns. Wow. Okay, don't think that's in the scope of exactly what's gonna help us the most right now. Twitch spacing ADC. Your highly mobile gas cannon proper positioning determines whether you shred the enemy or get blown up instantly. Okay. You're not good at auto spacing. Let's see about this glide spacing. Space going attack carry mechanic where you kite at extremely high attack speed by perfectly timing your auto attack. Animation cancels. Yeah, so how to do it. Attack move setup. Bind attack click move, yeah, to A. In your hotkey settings, what? Yeah. Pixel perfect quick click, yeah, turn. Okay. Or turn on attack click move on cursor to attack closest target to your mouse. I don't know if that's the settings I have. Good, maybe I do. Let's see if I do. In-game hotkeys. Okay, we're gonna go to the practice tool. Let's see if we have this attack move on cursor. Let's see if we have it set up.
Even from across the celestial veil, I will be with you, brother.
Yeah, we're using the play attack move, but where do we turn on the There is another setting for this somewhere. What? Oh, you can set up hotkeys for certain champions. That's interesting. There is something. I don't think it's in the game option. It's where. Yeah, this is the one. Attack move on cursor. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, yeah. So we do enable it. Yeah, exactly. Attack move on cursor. So we did actually manage to enable it. That's good. Oh, let's stay in the practice for now. Efficiency cap. It becomes mathematically difficult to glide effectively beyond 2.3. If you exceed this cap without precise APM, the extremely short window of movement on cap cause you to accidentally cancel your auto attacks and lower your damage output. Auto spacing. This is the core principle. This is the core principle of safe positioning. You weave in and out of your enemy's threat range, stepping up to auto attack only when they are vulnerable. Matchup awareness. Okay, not really that deep. Alright, now we're done with this written stuff. Guess we got a few videos to work through. Oh yeah, let's see if we can learn a bit more from this Ultimate Kaiser guide.
Assassins that want to kill you, but their damage is not exclusively AP. Better on Kaiser
All we've seen so
than
far.
static sheep. However, we need to minions, but you can
We
do
started getting through the
and then W
combos.
afterwards.
Yes.
Otherwise, you risk getting shot. Correct. You need to wait a bit more. Consider this scenario. You are trying to maximize your damage on an enemy champion that is under tower. What you need to do is press auto Q and E out before the tower shot hits you. Like so. Otherwise you risk getting shot. Kaiser's ultimate ability actually is an auto attack reset, like so. If you want to use it for auto attack reset only, the shorter the distance, the better. There is a niche combo that I actually never use but I know, is that you can, similarly to RW, RE so that you are in staff. This is mostly useful if your E is already evolved. If you're using this, then the enemy won't know where you are ulting because you are doing it in staff, so it is very good for escaping. So, evolution cancelling. To master this skill, all you have to do is go into training mode like I am and practice it for a while. Eventually, it will stick. All you have to do is an auto attack reset, like so.
You can do yours.
If you learn to
Ult and
RW, RE so that you are Instead, this is mostly useful if your E is already evolved. If you're using this, then the enemy won't know where you are ulting because you are doing it instead. So it is very good for escaping. So, evolution.
Is that true? You can do your
skill, all you have to do
you
is
can
go
do your
into
E
training
inside
mode
your
and
alt.
practice it for a while. Eventually, it will stick. All you have to do is click first and then press B. What I do is spam B after I clicked once or twice, but you have to make sure that the click goes first and B afterwards. The B can be substituted with E if you want to move anyway, so basically you're going like this. Yeah, that's it. It's very useful not to waste some time while you are walking back to base, or if you are in mid-fight, because you can get some of the evolves through leveling up, the Q and D specifically.
You can use your E.
To make an alignment chart, showcasing how hard each matchup is, as well as classifying them based on how hard the lane is against them. It's very hard to talk about ADC matchups in a vacuum without considering the support, but here it is anyway. Let's start with Vayne. Vayne is a very easy matchup if you know what you're doing. You have the push advantage, and that is what you need to abuse. She is very easy to kill, especially in the early game. You also counter her very hard if you can hit your W, so it is still kind of a skill matchup, because later on she can outplay you, so she can...
So the only good laning Vayne is against Vayne.
Yeah, I've only met Akshan once. Let's just ignore him. I don't think you're mating him anytime soon. The next is Jhin. Laning phase is kinda neutral, but later on you outscale him. You are countering him thematically, because he wants to shoot from afar. I decided to make a list about the supports based on how good they are compared with Kai'Sa. This tier list is made in such a way
Looks
that
like it's mostly just short range
the
supports.
supports are being played optimally. And we're not going to factor in how hard each champion is and how likely it is that the support that plays is very fucking nice. Summoner spells. I advise you to always bring Flash on Kai'Sa. As for the second or Ignite instead of TP as a mage. Now for the Secret Souls part.
Oh
What are the
shit.
things that you need to learn if you want to play Kai'Sa well?
Secret Sauce
If you
time.
realize that the enemy champion is being chased, then you can, for sure, know where it's going to be, so your W will never miss. Environments such as walls and choke points are also very important factors when it comes to landing your Ws consistently. Try to look out for those. If you want to deal the most burst damage possible, then try to hit your non-evolved W when your passive stacks are at 3, and your evolved W when your passive stacks are at 2 plasma points. This is probably because of a bug, but for some reason Kai'Sa deals more damage when the more plasma that is being applied by your W is required to proc your passive. Many people think of Kai'Sa as a dive champion, but I'm saying that you should not be afraid of front to backing. This is one of the key aspects in which I changed for the better. Don't be afraid of front to backing, especially when you are with enchanter supports, and don't ult away from those. I have lost games because of this.
Yeah, same.
What I'm trying to say is that you should be playing according to your comp. If
Yeah.
you have a dive comp, then for sure dive. That is your best bet at winning the game. But if you don't, then feel free to front to back and wait for your chance to...
I really have lost games because of that.
There will be scenarios in which you can maximize your Q damage by ulting to a position in which you will only hit your primary target.
Then it's isolated.
For those as well. Since Kai'Sa is very good at 1v1ing, you should make sure to look out for opportunities when you can 1v1 your opponent. Especially during the times when you are isolated in 1v1 during some parts of the bot laning phase and on the mid lane. Another thing to keep in the back of your mind
And
is
on
that
the mid
whenever
lane.
you are ulting in, you have about 2 seconds to make something happen. Basically, if you are ulting in and within 2 seconds you're not killing your main target, then you will probably die a miserable death.
Yes, I also
And with that, we
experienced
arrive to the
this.
end of this guide.
You have
If you have any
to make
questions,
use of
leave a
those 2
comment,
seconds.
Stop by one of my streams. Liking the video is appreciated, subscribing is celebrated.
You have to do something in those 2 seconds. You can't take too long, but you also shouldn't take too short. Because if you rush, then you're not going to get anything. If you rush, you're not going to get anything. Hmm. Oh, did you take down the other video? The one I was just watching?
Kaisa is the queen of adaptability.
The
Her
ultimate
identity
classic guy.
changes depending on the build she goes for. And
Oh,
that
this from
build
1 year ago. That's surprising.
At the
This
start
is
of
the
the
7
game,
tips
board the
video.
bot lane bush in the middle if you're strong in 2v2. Bring red trinket and clear the enemy board if you have a good engager. Plan your laning phase according to your jungler's pathing. Make sure to have deep vision if you plan on sieging. When you get kills on lane, before you touch the wave, think if you need to. Ping the enemy support's roams. Use pink wards for the mid lane bushes so you don't get caught. When getting the Baron buff, recall immediately and go to a side lane with most of your teammates. I'm sure you noticed that since the beginning of the season, on bot lane, warding
Oh,
with
cool,
the
you just created a
ESC
summary.
is the meta. Let
Okay. Think before we touch the wave, that one's gonna be good. This one's gonna be good.
After getting kills, before touching the wave, check if you need to push or if you can recall immediately. The things to take into consideration are the following. Is the wave pushing to you or away from you? If it's pushing to you or if it's neutral, you don't have to touch the wave. Do you need the gold you get from the wave to get a better buy?
Oh.
If no, then you don't have to touch the wave.
Yeah.
Do you know where the enemy jungler and mid laners are? If you don't, then none of the above applies. Whether you want to do something doesn't matter if you can't. To summarize,
Yeah, that's a
if
good
the
point
wave is
also.
pushing away from you, usually taking a recall immediately is the best thing to do. This is because by doing so, you get back to the lane at the same time as your opponent and you can continue pressuring them, now with an advantage you gain by scoring some kills. I'm sure you've heard of roaming timers. In case you haven't, it is the window of time when the support can leave bot lane for a longer period of time.
Well,
because
that
if an
alone
ADC
was huge
plays safe
information.
and sits on their tower, they barely lose any minions. This happens right after you met. For a small Kaisa tip, as you can see in this example, Kaisa is very strong at abusing enemy ADCs post level 6. But do it to your heart's content now that you know everything you need to in order to pull this off successfully. As ADC, one of the biggest way of influencing the game is by not dying and consistently taking
Let's
farms
see what he's gonna say about that.
correctly. After taking Baron down, you should usually take a recall immediately, ideally along with your teammates to be in the same tempo. The Baron buff's strength depends on how you use it. To maximize its value, you want to take down as much of the enemy's base as possible. Doing so advances the game and gives you lots of standing gold by taking towers. Recently, I was pondering this question of what is the best thing to do with Baron,
This is
and I
gonna be
went
good.
over quite a few Korean Pro ADC games with the sole intent of seeing what they do after they get it. In approximately 75% of the cases, they immediately recalled and usually went to one of the side lanes. In rare
Okay.
cases, when the mid lane had a wave approaching, they took it and then transitioned to the side lane. It's important to siege with your
Okay.
team because number disadvantages aren't going to be offset by the buff Baron gives. As an ADC, side lanes are also easier to siege than mid lane because the edge of the map protects you from one of the directions, while in mid lane you're exposed
Oh,
from all around.
yes.
Earlier I
Wow.
mentioned that you should usually recall
That's
immediately
interesting.
after taking Baron. The exception is when there are big waves very close to you and you need the gold they give to get a better buy at base.
Okay.
Just understand that you're delaying the siege, which could have unforeseen negative implications, like your teammates getting caught because you arrived too late. I hope you've learned a lot from my video. If you're interested in learning a lot more, then I urge you to join my Discord server and hit me up for
Yeah. That works. Okay. That's interesting that was a year-old guy.
With the release of my previous video, I managed to reach Challenger once again.
Damn.
With the addition of Doran's bow and the recent static shield changes, the way to build Kaisa changed a bit. Here's how. Without
Really?
exception, I always go Doran's bow now, since it synergizes very well with our passive and it also gives earlier E-Evo.
Now I need
while
the
now
new
getting
face
better
bin.
Evo. Keep in mind to
Sweet.
play front to back even during the laning phase. Don't dive too deep since we're significantly squishier at level 1 now. But when I go AP, I build Static Shift, Rage Blade and Noshor's Tooth with some variations to follow up on. The buffed Static
Sweet.
Shift gives us level 8 Q Evo.
This is gonna be perfect. I'm looking forward to trying
Item
this.
for the hybridation build, and I never had any issues even into tankier front lines while building it. The rest of the build is the same as usual, except that with the addition of Gluttonous Greaves, if we get ahead early, we buy the Omni Boots, and after finishing Noshor's turn, we buy Dusk and Dawn 4. This combination makes it so you're basically unkillable so long as you keep fighting. For the AD build, the only difference is that sometimes, if the stats from the Doran's bow wouldn't make a difference because the matchup is so one-sided in either direction, I go Longsword, refill potion to save 100 gold that we'd spend buying normal health potions. In this situation, I played for a 400 gold recall ASAP. The idea came to me when I was filled to meet and I played Action, and I saw Phantasm doing it. And then I was like, why not do the same on Kai'Sa? It's a risky move, so take caution. It worked for me quite a good number of times though. As for why only do this when we play.
Then what does he
It
get?
worked for me quite a good number of times.
Oh, then he gets the
As
Dorans.
for why only do this when we play AD, the AP build I go for doesn't use Longsword. If you play AP with Kraken Slayer, it's an anchor.
Oh.
Let's go through the AP Kai'Sa item set together. So, you want to start with Doran's bow and potions, then you want to buy cool and refill on your first recall. As for the static shift, that is the first item we're gonna go for. You want to buy pickaxe and then scout slingshot
We might need to try.
into 8 orbits.
We might need to try the AP variation, guys.
Just complete the static shift.
Yo, Kuchamp, what's going on, dog?
After that, we want to get pickaxe to get our Q evolve at level 8. And then raid
Yeah, we're just doing a short stream today.
to Noshor's.
I got some work to catch up on.
Another variation of the AP build, which goes Static Shift Rage Blade, and then you buy Gluttonous Greaves, then finish Noshor's Tooth into Dusk and Dawn. This core will make you basically invisible. After the core of your build is complete, you're gonna want to finish with a combination of these late game items. Cool. As for
So we get the vampire boots if we are ahead.
Refill potion into Doran's bow start. Or you can just play it safe and start Doran's bow with potions and look for a cool into refill potion first. After that, everything is the same as my previous video said so.
Now I
I also
see.
experiment with the Omnivamp boots on this build as well if you're getting very early. But I tried it once and I didn't enjoy it as much. In theory, according to statistics, it's good though. So
Okay.
like if you like it. If you want to import the item set, then I have a link for each in the description below. In the last build video I made, I didn't include the rune section. Many of you were quite upset with me because of it, so here we are. The runes are gonna be very, very straightforward. You're gonna run this for AD. If you want, you can run Bloodline, but I almost always run Adaptive.
Okay.
And if you're gonna go AP, then Adaptive Force is gonna be stronger because Doran's bow already gives us enough attack speed. That being said, you can also run attack speed moves, they will work just as well. And those were the general builds of 26.11.
Okay.
If you're interested in more
So we got new
information
paste bins.
how I decide what I'm building for each game, then check out my previous build video.
Let me go ahead and paste these in. It really only matters for my other account anyway, so I have to leave them open for next time. No, it's item sets. Import. Sweet. We'll import them both. So I would be interested in trying. I would be interested in trying AP Kai'Sa as well. Just for the sake of learning. But it is kind of funny that I really never seem to even get the chance to ever do an AP Kai'Sa. Never feel like I get the chance. It's just AD Kai'Sa every time. Alright homies, I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta get to work, so Little short stream for the homies and homettes. Hopefully you guys are all doing good. Finished up our written guide. Oh, interesting. This one's gonna be good. Finished up the written guide that we were reading.
Adaptability.
This one we watched. Finished the what is this? DNA. This is the one we're gonna be watching next. Yeah, no, so we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8. Oh shit, let's see. Maybe we can raid someone. Let's create a dashboard. Sorry for your ears. Who's online? Create a dashboard. Little short stream for the homies. Who's online? Do not gamble is online. That's right, do not gamble. See what do not gamble is up to. Alright, so see you tomorrow at 8, guys.